Okay, guys, I'm pretty sure we're live right now. I just want to double check, make sure everything's working, make sure the sound's on and everything. And we should have volume as well. Everything is up and running. Our goal for this live stream, guys, is shit. Let's make it a long shot. Let's go for 5 subscribers, guys. Let's get 10 likes and 5 subscribers. How's the volume coming out for you guys? Is everything all right? Leave me a message. Comment down below.
The British have landed on our shores and are threatening the entire Alpha Peninsula. We shall meet them head-on at this outpost here, at which point we will complete a fighting withdrawal to our second line of defense in the Simvada Mountains.
You know, as we're live streaming, I always got to keep a Dr. Pepper by my side. Because, you know, Dr. Pepper is the only drink that is drinkable in this world. Besides water. And we joined a 64-man lobby, and we hardly have 16 people in here. We don't even have 16 people in here. That's fantastic. Alright, we got 2 people watching. Shout out to those 2 people. Thank you for checking in the video. I hope I'm not going to disappoint. And now, I just want to go ahead and put this out there that this sniper rifle is probably one of the best ones in the game, but it doesn't have a scope on it. So you might see me take a couple shots and waff a couple shots, but just bear with me. Oh wow, the artillery truck got me.
We are losing objective apples.
Okay. So far, so good. Just kidding. No, the artillery truck again. Here we go. Now you guys also got to bear with me. This is my first game on. And I'm going to try to go for at least 20 kills with the sniper. You know, most people are like, "Oh, hey, 20 kills, I could do that. I can get 20 kills." Hey man, when you're not used to going scopeless on a sniper, let me tell you, it's a little different. You know, like the main sniper that I usually use is the Russian. This one right here, the Russian 19 or the 1895. That's the one where I feel mostly at home. I've also lately been using the Gewer because it's got a pretty high rate of fire. Oh, I didn't mean to switch this. I didn't mean to put it on. Oh, they're coming up on the left side. They're trying to flank around. But you see how much the difference is between using a sniper with a scope and one without? I'd like to get an angle if I can.
We are losing objective Butter.
Man, this guy in the artillery truck is literally just camping up there. I don't think he's ever gonna move. Alright, you know what? I'm actually gonna run around with the Gewer. Man, come on. I'm gonna try to stick it out. Use this sniper. I need to get better with it. You know, I want to keep doing videos for everybody, but I don't want to keep putting out these videos where it's just me dying all the time, you know? Like, I kind of want to put out good content for you guys. But all these weapons, like, I'm new to them, you know? It's not like I've been playing with them the whole time. Oh, man. I should have just shot. Because you also got to think, man, I'm live streaming. It's not like these are just recorded videos that I can just go back and take all the best parts and like merge them all together so where it's just a cool video through and through. You know, like I'd like to do that, but I just with all this time that I don't have, you know, it's pretty intense. I got the horsey. Haha, 5 and 8.
Bakın, bir gözcü.
Man. Oh, come on, guy. You got me. Oh, man. And everybody that usually plays this game, or anybody that knows anything about Battlefield, they could probably relate to this. Whenever you die, and you see that at the bottom left-hand corner where there's a medic, and he runs right by you. Who else agrees that that's like the worst feeling? You get your hopes up. It's like your heart starts like going. It's like yes, and then all of a sudden he just goes further and further away from you. Isn't that the most disheartening feeling? I can't be the only one. All right, and there's something that I've seen like on a few other YouTubers that what they do is they like to tell stories while they're playing. I guess I could tell a story. I'll tell a story, I guess, from back when I was in high school. Me and my friends, like, we didn't really like to stay in school, I guess you could say, or I didn't at least. Like, whenever like one of my friends or a couple of our buddies would suggest that we like skip school or like we dip out of school, like depending on like the situation, like I'd be like, all right, yeah, sure, I'm down, because you know me, high school kid, trying not to be there, might as well like skip school, right? One of my least favorite memories that I have of high school, me and my buddies, we thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and leave school, go get some McDonald's, and on the way out of school, there's either two ways you can go. You can either go out the back or you can go straight out the front, you know, and usually the front wasn't such a good idea because they had somebody watching the front gates like all day, you know, so we really couldn't do that. That wouldn't have been a good idea, so we decided to go out the back way, right? And as we're going out the back gate, if you go out the back gate, it leads this road up to where the middle school was. So what we didn't know is that they had locked the middle school gate. So me and my buddy, being the reckless little kids that we were at the time, we're like, you know what, dude, we're still gonna go. Like, even though the gate's closed, the only way that we were able to get out was literally to hop the curb, drive on the grass, and then bail out of the middle school that way. Sounds like a cool little adventure, right? You know, but wasn't such a hot plan. Me and my buddy, we decided not to go to McDonald's because that was a little bit further down the road, and we didn't want to be gone all day, you know, like, or be gone for too long. So we just decided to go to some place that was close, and the closest place that was by us was Zaxby's. And now, I didn't know this, but apparently teachers that are on lunch breaks and stuff, they're allowed to go ahead and just go ahead and leave school and go get their lunch if they want to, since they're teachers. They have that authority, I guess, which is, I think, bullshit, because some of us at the time were like 18, like, you know, like right there at that age, you know. I feel like if they're old enough and they can drive, why not just let them fucking go get themselves some lunch, you know? Like, it's kind of shitty. And so we went to Zaxby's. We're sitting down, we're eating our food, and sure as shit, my baseball coach, and at the time he was also the ISS teacher, and he came in, my baseball coach, the ISS teacher. You know, they come in, I'm thinking, you know, like, maybe we'll be okay, you know, maybe they haven't seen us. Sure as shit, right when I thought that, all I hear is the coach go, "Mr. V, is that you over there sitting down with your face behind that menu? I know it's not. I know you're not skipping school." Just like that, in that deep toned voice. I was just like, oh shit, he's got me. And I look up, and he's already by this time ordered his food and sitting down with us. He said, "Boys, why don't you go ahead and finish your food? I'll take you back up to school myself. I'll follow you right behind you." And, you know, at the time, I'm thinking, oh shit, you know, like, this is gonna affect my baseball practice, you know, because whenever you would miss school or something like that, baseball would just get a little bit harder. You know, you would have to do some extra running or something like that. So I'm already like contemplating in my head, you know, like how much extra running we're gonna do. And here's the kicker. So the principal calls me to the office because we were on camera leaving school, you know, like, so I kind of figured that we were gonna get in trouble. But the messed up thing is the middle school, when we went on the grass to get out of the school, the middle school had us on camera over there. So it didn't take long for everybody to figure out who left, especially my coach, because like he saw us at Zaxby's. So he pulled out the camera with all the footage or whatever of us going leaving school. And my buddy, when he pulled up on the grass, he tore up the grass. So the coach was like, "This is you guys leaving the school right here, right?" Nah, I was already in trouble. I didn't want to lie to my baseball coach. I didn't want to do any more extra running that I was already going to have to. And I was like, "Yeah, that's us." And he's like, "Now watch this part of the video right here." And he zooms in on the grass. And when my buddy hopped the curb, he literally tore up, literally from the, I want to say maybe like a good, like 5-10 yards worth of grass, because the grass was so damp and wet. Yeah, it was just a bad experience. Luckily I wasn't driving, because my friend that tore up the grass, he actually had to spend, I think, like $125 on some sod, on extra grass, so they could replant it. Sucks for him, you know, but I was made to sit out a couple games of baseball. I had to run like 15 laps on the fence, like flagpole, foul pole to foul pole, and I wasn't able to start the game like I normally did, so that was kind of bad and upsetting. And I also got in school suspension for about 3-4 days. So fun stuff. High school. My tip to you guys, young kids: stay in school. If any of your friends say, "Hey man, let's skip school," tell them no. Tell them no. You know, just stay in school. Like, now that I'm older and like I have a different outlook on everything, I wish I could go back to the younger me and tell them to buckle down a little bit. You know, maybe focus a little bit more. Like, although like I got a full-time job, like I can't really complain. Like, just having that extra education, it does help. You know, a lot of people really take school for granted. You know, you don't really realize all like what's given to you in that time that you're at school. You know, you gain friends. You have good teachers that are looking out for your well-being. They're trying to take care of you and mold you into a sophisticated human being. And a lot of us take that for granted. You know, we come into school, or you guys go to school, and you're just a douchebag. You're a dickhead to everybody. You know, like, you're quiet. You don't fuck with anybody. Like, you literally just like try to give the teacher your hardest time. Like, you don't do your homework. You don't do your classwork. You know, like, that's something that like these teachers, like, that's their like every day for them. You know, like, they got to deal with dickhead after dickhead after dickhead if you're just going to be a douchebag all the time, you know. And that's not just one person. That's not solely just one being, you know. That's a lot of people that want to be dickheads all the time, you know. And the teachers got to deal with that with a firm, you know, like, they got to deal with that with a solid face. They got to keep that poker face on at all times, because as soon as they break, just let's use that word for instance, as soon as they give in to dickhead number one's unjustified being a dickness, you know, like, yeah, I'm saying this word a lot, but oh well. We got Captain Asshole over here being a douchebag, you know, and then we got this teacher that's trying her best, trying her hardest, just to get her point across, just so where somebody will take it and actually use it for the better for themselves, you know. And you got this one kid that's just trying to like push the teacher's buttons. How many of those one kids do you think are actually that she's got to deal with a day? And I'm saying she, just because the majority of teachers are sometimes female, but like, let's just like think about that for a second. It's not just one person being a douche. Like, there 9 times out of 10, there's at least 5 kids in a class that are gonna put up or do some hooligan, rowdy bullshit that teachers gotta put up with. You know, like, now that I'm older and I work, there's countless days where I wish that I could just stay in bed. You know, like, why would I want to go do something for somebody else when somebody else doesn't do it for me? And, you know, you can't have that mentality. You know, like, that's the mentality of a lot of these people nowadays, and it's like, everybody wants a handout. And I'm sorry, man, like, although what I do involves handing people food, like, it's not the same. You know, like, I gotta make this food, I gotta make sure, I gotta make it right, because some customers don't like certain things, and some customers like certain things, so you gotta take into perspective, you know, all these different aspects on how people think. You know, one person thinks this way, and in their mind, they're thinking it's right. But, although I might not believe that they're right, I gotta take into aspect, you know, like, maybe they've been taught their whole life thinking this one way. Although, like, it might not be correctly done, like, or like the right way done, it's still getting done. You know, like, they might have done a little bit longer to get to that final completion or that final product, you know, but at least it's getting worked on. You know, like, you gotta, like, take into perspective all these different aspects on how people think. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end up the game right here. I'm not having a good day on Battlefield. I feel like I took this tangent on the story time a little bit too long. I don't want to bore anybody. That's it for me, guys. I know I didn't really finish out too strong, but oh well. If you guys want to hear another story time, if you guys want to hear what I have to say on so many more things, just feel free to comment down below, like, subscribe. And again, let's try to get 5 subscribers. You know, let's do something. Let's go. 10 likes. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.